This diaper has been a long time coming. Now I've tried it out extensively in everyday use and I'm thrilled with the results. It's broken all records. Everything you need to know about Kiddo Xtreme, including its absorbency in everyday use, is shown in the video. I first reported on the new diaper in Diaper News episode 24. The name says it all. Over 11 liters of absorbency is quite a statement, and was even more so at the time. It also has 4 adhesive strips, a soft outer film, and is completely white. Since the diaper was only released a few months ago, it comes in packaging that is typical of today's style. There are no designs. There is a tear open tab at the top so that the pack can be opened without a knife or scissors. This not only makes it easier, it also prevents the diapers from being accidentally damaged when cutting open the pack. In my experience, once you understand how it works, it's the best way to do it. There are 10 diapers in a pack. This quantity has now become the standard across several models and brands. A few exceptions fill the pack with slightly more, while even fewer reduce the content to just 8 pieces. The manufacturer does not press the diapers too tightly into the pack. This means that even the first one can be removed easily. More and more companies seem to have understood this, and it is now hardly a problem anymore. As soon as you unpack them, you notice that the diapers are actually very pleasantly soft. Others manage this too, but there are a few specialists with the softest film, including Tycable's Waddler. The smooth adhesive surface at the front suggests that it is sealed with plastic adhesives. It also feels quite thick, and measurements confirm this impression. With an empty weight of 241 grams, it doesn't quite make it to the top of the diapers tested. But 5th place in what is now a fairly long list is a good achievement. The Kiddo Xtreme is only a few grams behind the NRU Tinimals, which performed well in the test except for one weakness. When it comes to adhesives, Kiddo shows that they take the name seriously. These are not the standard adhesives found on all mid-range diapers. Instead, they are significantly wider and stronger, more on that later. Inside, there are high side panels designed to prevent leakage. They also provide plenty of space to further increase thickness and absorbency with absorbent inserts. I tested it with up to 2 inserts, which was no problem. Depending on size and length, even more may be possible, but this will make the diaper very thick and no longer discreet. Before we get to everyday wear and absorbency, let's take a look at the price. The Kiddo Xtreme is available for €34.90 per pack from the sponsor of this video. Diaper-Minister.com is one of the largest ABDL shops in the EU and recently celebrated its 10th anniversary. It offers a wide range of different diapers, from plain to colorful, thick to thin. Many of the ones I tested come from Diaper Minister. You can also find lots of bodysuits and other colorful clothing there, also in different colors and designs. The link to Kiddo Xtreme is in the video description below. During a discount promotion by Diaper Minister, Kiddo Xtreme was recently available at a 10% discount. Since this was a limited time offer, I expect the normal price to be €3.49 per diaper. Here, too, it is at the top end of the price range. Is it worth it? I tested it extensively, so let's start with putting it on and how it fits. Despite its thickness, the diaper is quite flexible and reminds me a little of the Tycable's Waddler mentioned above. With a very soft outer layer, it fits the body well. It's not a hard block, as is unfortunately the case with Crinkles and the identically constructed Betterdry. Size M fits me perfectly, so it's not cut significantly larger than the Megamax. It's one of the few diapers where size medium is too big for me and I need small instead. The adhesive strips are noticeably larger than those found on standard mid-range diapers. They also appear to be more robust. I have only seen these on a relatively small number of high-end diapers, such as Tiny Tails by Abu. They stick just as well as the others and are even stronger. At first glance, you can't see the difference at all. That's why I've made a direct comparison here with the white Kiddo Xtreme and a Cloudreese Superheroes. When placed side by side, you immediately notice that the adhesive strip on the Kiddo Xtreme is a bit longer. Otherwise, they look the same. I chose the Superheroes because it is currently open. You could also make the comparison with some other mid-range ABDL diapers. The Safari, for example, to name just one. In addition to its size, the adhesive on the Kiddo Xtreme feels slightly thicker. If you have been wearing the diaper for some time, it is more difficult to remove, but with a little care, it is still possible. You mustn't pull on it abruptly. Thanks to this strong adhesive, I have never had one tear, even after using several packs. Even when the diapers were extremely full and therefore heavy, The adhesive had to withstand extreme stress. But it only stretched and withstood the pressure without tearing. Unfortunately, this is not always the case with mid-range products. With some diapers, the adhesive occasionally gives way under the weight and tears. This does not lead to immediate leakage, but it can contribute to it. The adhesives on the Kiddo Xtreme are excellent and do not pose a problem. Even when empty, the diaper is clearly noticeable, as there is a significant amount of material between the legs. This provides security, as a large amount of absorbent material can also absorb larger quantities of urine. This is also not an issue with the Kiddo Xtreme. The first full bladder is no challenge at all for her. Only the front of the diaper gets wet, even between the legs, it stays dry. It takes a lot to push it to its limits. It weighed over 2.6 kilograms when the adhesives were still holding, but the absorbency was exhausted in everyday use and it started to leak. This result is not only excellent, but also a new record. We have never had such a thirsty diaper in our tests. Until now, the trophy for first place went to Trest Elite Briefs, which looks very similar to Kiddo Xtreme. It is also white and achieved an outstanding result at the time, weighing almost 1.6 kilogram. Since the trend has been moving increasingly toward thick diapers for some time now, there have been several products that have come close to matching the Trest Elite Brief. However, none have managed to break this record until now. The Kiddo Xtreme is the first. This is an outstanding achievement, especially since that is probably their goal. The Trest Elite Brief has not been discontinued. Instead, the manufacturer has raised the prices significantly, by over 20% according to my sources. As a result, stores have decided against importing them because they would probably find significantly fewer buyers at the new price. The Kiddo Xtreme is a worthy successor that will cost no more in 2025 than the Elite Brief will in 2022. Compared to other diapers, it must be said that this absorbency does not come cheap. Just like with Trest, it costs money. Those who can live with slightly lower absorbency and don't necessarily want a white diaper will still find the best value for money elsewhere. The Little Rascal V2 weighed over 2.4 kilograms and costs significantly less at €2.69 per diaper. The stronger adhesives and higher absorbency of the Kiddo Xtreme are well worth the 80-cent surcharge. Personally, I will buy Kiddo Xtreme again. The price is clearly higher than others, but not overpriced like Cotton Niche, which delivers a poorer diaper for more money. With Kiddo Xtreme, you get a pleasantly soft diaper that is extremely thick and has one of the best absorbencies currently available on the market. Not only is it comfortable to wear, but it is also very practical when you are out and about. If you find it difficult or impossible to change diapers for long periods of time, I am glad to have this diaper with its very strong absorbency. Anyone who can relate to this is in good hands here and is likely to have found their new favorite diaper. If you miss colorful designs, you have the chance to get creative yourself. With a few waterproof felt tip pens and a little time, you can let your imagination run wild. The result is a diaper that no one else is guaranteed to have. If price is the most important factor for you and you are willing to sacrifice some absorbency and comfort, there are cheaper alternatives. Or you can wait for the next Diaper Minister discount promotion, where, with a little luck, the diapers will be available at a lower price again. A 10% discount significantly reduces the unit price. If you don't like this diaper, take a look at my other practical tests on the website. ABDL is getting bigger and bigger, and by watching the video, you're helping us to continue growing. That's why there are more and more products on the market. You're sure to find another diaper there that you like better. Stay dry until the next video.